Hey guys, welcome back to another episode where we travel around the world. Today we will be traveling all the way to China, where we'll be looking at a Chinese chef named Grace Choy. Grace Choy was born in 1967 in New Territories, Hong Kong. She has 4 brothers and 1 sister, and she is the second youngest in her siblings. Her parents ran a business selling Mai Hong sets and tables, but her father died when she was just 5 years old. Her mother raised 6 children all by herself. Choy received a diploma in secretarial information management at a university in the United Kingdom. Joy did administrative work for 10 years. She married Ken in 1998 and moved with him to Galahong in northeast China, assisting him with his mainland Chinese business. She returned to Hong Kong in 2006 and joined Melanie as an administrator in 2008, where she worked for 2 years. Choy started her restaurant after she had been fired from three jobs 3 times, from various office jobs, after which she was diagnosed with ADHD. Choy started a 16-seater restaurant in Yo Heng Long in 2011, named Choy Choy. The restaurant served Hong Kong cuisine and offered breakfast and light meals at the beginning. Choy Choy was one of Hong Kong's top private kitchens. Choy Choy relocated to Tokyo in 2009. Choy moved to Tokyo in 2019 and started Choy Choy at Ropinghong. Choy Choy Kitchen relocated to Tokyo. The restaurant can accommodate 4 guests. In 2018, she wrote a cookbook called Grace's 60 Recipes, which was awarded Best Woman Chef Books by Gourmet World Cookbook Award in 2019. So we see here that Grace went through a difficult struggle, but even though she went through a difficult struggle, she still pursued her dream, and she still got everything she wanted. She got experience from working with other people, and she also gained experience by also traveling around the world. Now she owns her own restaurant called Choy Choy, and she also wrote a book called Grace's 60 Recipes, where she showcases off the kind of cuisine that she cooks, the restaurant's kind of cuisine that she cooks. Absolutely amazing. We see here that Choy's cooking philosophy is centered around innovation and the harmonious blend of different culinary elements. Her signature concept, Japanese ingredients, Chinese cooking, was born from her travels to Japan, where she noticed a limited understanding of the cuisine. Determined to change things, she began crafting Chinese dishes using high-quality Japanese ingredients, blending freshness with boldness of flavors. So we see here that her travel to Japan also inspires her cooking, and now that when she cooks, she actually infuses the two together, Japanese and Chinese together, and she actually creates something amazing out of it. And I love it that, she took something from her travels and took something from her childhood or what she grew up in, and she blended them together and they become a beautiful creation. And that's something that a lot of us as restaurateurs, or a lot of people in restaurants, actually are doing nowadays. They're infusing different cultures into their dishes, because not only does it create a wider range of cuisine, but it also showcases that type of skill and that type of that person's story that they're putting into the food, and now they're showcasing it on different levels. So it's something personal that they're bringing to the plate as well, which is absolutely incredible. So Choy's signature dish is a signature soy sauce chicken, which is already deeply rooted in Hong Kong, but it showcases how the technique is actually used. She redefined it with techniques from Japan, especially in enhancing umami, often called the fig taste. It's deep, savory flavor that gives a dish richness and lasting complexity, Choy said. So she has the signature dish, which is soy sauce chicken, and she infused that from her trip from Japan, and now she's putting it in a Chinese way and making that even more greater. And she infuses that with a taste called umami. So in culinary, you get these tastes. You get sweet, salty, sour, and then you get umami. Now that umami taste is one of those that they call that sweet. It's a cross between bitterness and that sweetness that you get, and that's the umami that you get from different kind of dishes. Choice shows much about learning as it is about competing. She has been inspired by different cooking styles and stories of different other chefs, from Master Chef Camp and the home style of Chef Camp. I witnessed techniques and flavors combinations I have never considered before. One moment, she says, she stayed with me of watching a young chef use humble local ingredients to create something extraordinary. It reminds me that delicious doesn't always come from luxury. It comes from heart, memory, and meaning. And that's something that a lot of cooks these days cook from the heart, cook from the meaning, and bringing different kind of ingredients to the table and bringing different kind of techniques to the table is absolutely amazing. And we see here that all of this stuff that is brought out of experience, travels, all of this, what people grew up in, they are now putting it on the table and letting people taste that, experience that, and have that same experience that other people did. It's not only about cooking, but it's about letting other people experience the same things that you did. And how will they experience those? Through the taste, through the cooking that you've done. They can also experience the same kind of thing that you have, which is absolutely amazing. So in 2023, Choy made the difficult decision to halt bookings at her Japanese restaurant. Rather than being discouraged, she embraced fresh opportunities, stepping into the role of guest chef at a prestigious 5-star hotel across Asia. Through these collaboratives, she continued to input her love for authentic Chinese cuisine into a broader audience. In 2018, Choy unveiled her cookbook, Grace 16 Recipes, sharing her culinary treasures with the world. The same year, she began showcasing recipes from the book on the Chinese daily website. She also has her little red note called ID Choy. So now she's putting everything out there, and she actually goes out collaborating with different chefs, showcasing the food that she does. And this restaurant that she has, it's for people to come and experience what she has and taste what she has experienced from Japan, and bringing those flavors that she has experienced in Japan and actually bringing them to her restaurant in a Chinese way and developing it in a Chinese way is absolutely amazing. And a lot of people now are actually doing that. They're taking their experiences, putting it on a plate, and letting everybody else experience that exact same memory that they have across the globe, which is absolutely amazing. So we can see here that Choy is an inspiration to everyone. And everyone wants to actually do exactly what Choy has done and actually bring those different experiences and different things to the table, and tasting them and actually going to say, I can actually do exactly what Choy has done, use my travels and use them in a dish that I've done and showcase it to the world in a different style as well. So I love this kind of work that Choy has done, and actually letting people experience it, letting people know that it's actually not impossible to put your dreams to good use. And that's exactly what Choy has done in this kind of sense. So this is Choy's story, but also we're looking at a bigger, wider picture of what could actually be something that is going to be blowing up in the culinary industry in years to come. So this is actually very amazing to see. Thank you guys once again for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share it with your friends as we continue to travel around the globe. But that is it for now, guys. We'll see you in the next country around the world. Bye for now.